Hey guys, Midnight Range TM here. Thanks for coming back to the channel. This is going to be part 2 of Killer Food Series number 9. It's going to be roasting and reducing for our Thanksgiving turkey. You can see what the roasted carcass and veg looks like, and we're going to top it off with water. Basically, just to cover. This turned out to be about 1.5 gallons. We're going to put it on the stove, bring it to a simmer, and strain it out. You can simmer it for, I'd say, about 2 hours. So we're going to strain it out, and then we're going to take take the solids, the veggies, and the carcass, and we're actually going to top that with water again. It's about another 2 quarts maybe. This is called a remoulage. It means re-wetting. And you'll see that you're going to get, even right as soon as you pour the water, fresh water back onto it, you're going to get a ton more color and flavor out of that. So we're just making more stock. It's just not quite as flavorful, but we're going to reduce it down anyway. So it's going to add a ton of flavor. We're also going to add, I think it's a 48-ounce can of chicken broth, low sodium, as low sodium as you can. So we're going to take that original stock plus this remoulage that we're going to make here. We'll simmer this for maybe a half an hour. And then we're going to add that chicken broth into it, combine it, and it actually comes out to be, in this case, it came out to be 9.5 quarts of roasted turkey stock, which sounds like a lot, and it is. You're definitely going to help. It would definitely help if you have a large stock pot at home. But if not, I mean, you can reduce it down in batches or do whatever. You also don't have to do the remoulage if you don't want to. But for me, I want to get as much flavor out of that as I can. So basically, we're going to reduce this now. We're going to put it on the stove and just slowly reduce it down. It's going to take a little while. You don't want to go too fast because you can scorch the edges and give it kind of a bitter and dark color, or a bitter flavor, and kind of taste a little bad, strong. The process could take a couple hours, but it's well worth it to do it at a slow simmer. Again, just like the last video, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section, and I'll do my best to help you out. Once the stock is reduced down, also, basically what I did is I reduced it in two segments. I reduced it down once to about 1 gallon, so a little bit more than half. I put it in the fridge overnight, came back, and took the fat off the top. There's going to be a nice, with mine it was probably a 3/4 to 1 inch layer of fat. So I removed that, and then reduced it. What I would normally do is reduce it down the day of. Here I did it for video's sake. I reduced it down now, but that's when I brought it down to the four cups, a little over 4 cups. If you have 2 different strainers, strain the big one first, get all that big stuff out of there, and then, as you see now, I've got a fine strainer. You can even go a little bit finer if if you have one, or some people even go with a coffee filter and really get all the sediment out of it. But there's really no need for that. This is about as high a simmer as I would go with it. Take your time with it. Don't get crazy. There's no rush. Put it on in the morning. Let it roll. And here is the reduced stock. 4 1/4 cups. Super flavorful, nice dark color. It is thickened slightly because of the natural reduction, but if you would want to, you could add maybe a tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of flour as a roux, and whisk this into it, bring it up to a simmer, and you've got yourself a super rich sauce. It will need seasoned, because we didn't add any salt anywhere along the line other than the natural salt out of the celery and other veggies, which is awesome because you don't want to over-season it. You can't take it away. So reduce it down by flavor, taste as you go, don't go too far, and stop when it feels like it's getting too dark, And if it's not thick enough, then that's when you thicken it. You might get 6 cups. Maybe the next guy can get 3.5. But either way, it's going to be awesome. And I hope you like it, and I hope you try it. And I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. If there's anything I can do for you, I'm here. Thanks again for visiting Midnight Range TM. Thanks, guys.